kills you. Active income kills you. That's the topic I've been sharing about. And the goal of this conversation is to help you understand how and why you should focus on passive income. My conversation with you today is on passive income kills you and why you should focus on passive income as opposed to active income. Sorry, I'm a bit rattled by the fact that my video on Facebook just disappeared. But anyway, so the first quote I gave every one of you joining me, the first quote I did was to say that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work till you die, which is a quote by Warren Buffett. And the reason I shared this quote was because I realized that many of us have belief system that focuses on us working hard to earn money. And your active income is when you exchange your time and wealth, your time and knowledge for money. And that's what most of us do. And sometimes we think, oh, because, let me put it this way. If I'm trying to find a way to couch this well, making it very simple to understand. For financial growth to happen with active income, for financial growth to happen, for you to make more money with passive income, you need to, number one, be more educated. If you want to make more money from your active income, you need to read more books, you need to attend courses and attend seminars. So reading books is a way for you to earn more money because you increase your knowledge bank. You attend courses and get certifications because the more you are certified, the higher your income will be. So let me give an example of a doctor. If a doctor finishes general practice, that's like 7 years in school. If a doctor wants to earn more money, the doctor needs to go and do more courses. Maybe become specialized and a consultant. That will more money because the doctor wants to earn more money. Same thing for every one of you watching me right now. For every one of you watching me right now, for you to earn more money, you need to read more books, attend more courses, attend seminars, work more hours. It might be a case where you would take more shifts. Maybe you would do a different, you might be working for 3 different companies because you want to make ends meet. Usually the only way for you to increase your income through active income is for you to spend more of your life and your time. And as I was explaining earlier, this is the reason many people have high blood pressure, hypertension, develop chronic sicknesses because it affects your emotion. Active income will kill you because that's the way active income is wired. Active income takes your life. Active income takes your body. Active income takes your time. And so for you not to fall into that web where every time you are constantly in a rat race, working harder, working more hours, thinking if I need to make more money, I need to work harder. If I need to make more money, I need to work. I am here to explain to you how to work smarter. I'm here to share with you how you can intentionally re-strategize yourself and pace yourself, planning over the next 5 years, planning over the next 10 years, how you will actively build assets that will ease your strain on active income. Because problems know they finish. Expenses know they finish. Price of things know they come down. So if you are running after money back to back, you will die. It has killed many people. It will continue to kill many people. It kills people abroad. It kills in Nigeria. It kills in different countries. If you are constantly working over and over and over, round the clock, you will experience challenges that will strain your health, that will strain your life, and might take away your life. Statistically, men die more than women. Men die earlier than women. Why? Because men carry the huge financial burden for the house. And because they are dependent heavily on active income, they are constantly working over and over and over again. That's a message on Facebook. You know, they are constantly working over and over and over again. You need to become strategic about how to leave the active income bracket and moving into passive income, because until you have passive income, you cannot live long. No human being is wired to work all their life. You see people that they used to work 5 days a week, now they work 6 days a week, they work 7 days a week, they work at home, they work in their office, they work while driving, they work 24 hours a day. So it is very, very important that we deliberately understand what active income does to us. Every time we go to school, everybody that goes to school learns about active income. Nobody in school teaches you about passive income. It's a fault of our educational sector, but we don't have that system that produces people, converting them from active to passive. And that is what we're sharing today. So thank you all so much for joining. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you all so much for joining. I understand that it is a responsibility we all have to ensure that we plan ahead for the future, and it requires that we actively put plans in place so that we don't work all our life, so that we don't hustle all our life, so that we're not hungry all our life, so that we're not living from hand to mouth. So, number one, I just started. For those of you joining on Facebook, it's a continuation because internet went crazy and it disconnected. But for those of you on Instagram, you've enjoyed from the beginning. Number one reason why active income kills you is because active income takes your time in exchange for money. Active income kills you because it takes your time in exchange for money. Number two, active income kills you because for you to make more money, you need to sacrifice more of your time and more of your health, and you have less time to rest and rejuvenate. Another reason active income kills you is because for every time people experience financial crisis, and that happens with life, for every time, especially with COVID, there is something that happens with our body. Our body reacts. There are a lot of hormones being released. These hormones released are hormones that are supposed to protect us, but the hormones cause a lot of strife within our body, and we require rest in order to rejuvenate. So there's your cortisol, and your cortisol is a reaction to stress, and it puts you under this, I'm ready to work, I need to make things happen for myself. And as long as you are in that zone, you are under strain. And for everybody under strain, they cannot be productive. They find it easy to be productive. So it's like a revolving circle. You want to earn more money, you're required to do more work, but you are under a lot of stress. So you are not productive, and then you're back in that vicious circle again. So here is the thing. There are multiple ways for you to make passive income. And you need to understand the multiple ways for you to earn passive income, because the way out of this vicious circle, this rat race, is for you to plan strategically your way into earning passive income. That is the solution. If you don't earn from passive income, you will die in active income. So how do you plan passive income? One, decide, I need to earn so and so money every month without doing anything. So let me define passive income. Essentially, passive income is money you earn with very little effort. The way I like to define passive income is when I make my money work for me. That's the way I like to define it. But officially, passive income is what you earn with very little effort. Your active income is the everyday work. That's what you do every day to make money come in. That's your active income. The one where you put your money somewhere, which is what I like, make my money work for me, that is passive income. And every one of you watching me must strategically plan your finances to evolve to the point where your everyday expenses is covered by your passive income and not your active income. It's a strategic decision. How do I spend, let's say I spend 50,000 naira on food every month. So what passive income would ensure that every month I get 50,000 naira? That's the question. I need 50,000 naira every month to cover food. I don't want to have to work to eat. I want a case where even if I'm not working, that 50K for my food shows up in my account every month. What do I need to do? Now, because of the need for financial growth and the need to invest, many of you watching me are falling into scam, because most of you want people that would help you work your money and you'll be earning every month from it. That is impossible. It is impossible because you cannot invest right now and your business that you invest into will start paying you every month. It is not. That's the reason many people get scammed. Nobody will tell you bring 1 million naira and every month from today I'll be paying you 100,000 naira. The person is going to scam you. Believe me, 100%. If you feel like you have seen someone like that, all those they are forex, all those they are crypto, is a lie. What they are doing is Ponzi scheme. They take your money to pay the person before, take money to pay the person before, take money to pay the person before. It is not any legitimate business. Let me give you a more realistic approach towards passive income. Any passive income you are working towards getting, any investment, give it time, give it 1 year. Give it 1 year. If you are investing in a business, I had a conversation with someone I really respect, a very mature big sis, and she was telling me that she's bought land and houses, but she has not lived in her house. Like the house that she built, she does not live there, because many of you think that I cannot buy bush because it's too far. You don't need to live in the house you buy. You don't need to live in the house you build. Understanding that I might not want to live in Egbeda does not mean I should not buy a house or buy a land or build a house in Egbeda. Get it? I might not want to live in Abeokuta does not mean I should not buy a house, build a house in Abeokuta. The reason for your investment is not for your consumption. It is for returns. So many of you have opportunities to invest, but you look at it that I cannot live in this place, I will not buy there. And so you lose opportunities for you to earn money from an asset. That's number one. Number two, many of you feel that I want something that will pay me every month, and you will not invest in something that will pay you next year. Here is what I don't understand. How about I put my money into something that will pay me next year, and then every month throughout this year I'm investing? I said this thing in January. Some people did it for a few months, they stopped. I said invest every month this year, so that every month next year you are earning money. Every month this year at 10%, put 1 million naira at 10%. That means every month next year you are earning 100,000 naira more. Investment and passive income is a long-term game. When you think of investment from a short-term perspective, you are deceiving yourself and you will get cheated. Anybody thinking short-term with investment or income, they get cheated. It's like you going to study medicine in school and thinking, oh, I should make my money back, the entire money I spent in school in 1 year. No. Before you go into that course, maybe you go and study architecture, or you go and study medicine, or you study banking and finance. You cannot tell yourself that the next 4 years I'm investing, or the next 5 years I'm investing in the university, I want to make all my school fees back in 1 month. That's not possible. If somebody is promising you that, it's not realistic. So, same way you must think about passive income and building assets. Like I said, if you are living off active income and you don't plan passive income, you will work all your life. We all pray we don't get incapacitated, but if anything we learned from COVID-19 is that you can be made to sit down at home, and you sit down at home, you don't do anything for months on end. How do you earn? We must begin to think of how we can earn passively, making our money work for us with little effort from us. So, first point on how to plan your passive income is for you to set a financial goal of what you want to earn every month. If you know your bill every month, I spend 500,000 naira every month, I spend 50,000 naira every month. It means that I want to create a system that will bring me 50,000 naira every month without me doing any work. It might not happen in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years. Anybody lying to you about developing a success code in 24 months or in 12 months is lying to you. It is not possible. Of course, I believe in miracles, but trust me, anybody sharing testimony of miracles, hear their story. From behind the scene, they have been working on that project for years. If a breakthrough happens, they had invested years in that breakthrough. So I need you to understand that for you to experience financial growth, for you not to die in the circle of active income, it will take you 3, 4, 5 to 10 years of actively planning your finances by building assets. Don't be deceived. Nobody attained financial freedom by just wishing it or investing in some Ponzi scheme. It takes time. It takes time. It takes time. It takes time. It takes deliberate effort over a period of time for you to achieve it. So, set your goals. What do I need? There was something I did, and it's something I'm going to continue doing. I invested in the cashew plantation. Now, my expectation is that by the time the cashew plantation comes on board, the money I will be making from cashew plantation every year will cover my children's school fees completely. So, by the time my children get into the university, secondary school, my cashew will start fruiting. And the money I will get every year from cashew will pay my children's school fees. I planned it from last year, that I'm going to buy cashew, knowing that the money from cashew will sort out my children's school fees when they get into secondary school. So whether I work or I don't work, that is covered. I spoke to someone I really respect who told me that she has houses she mentioned 4 places that are heavily populated areas. I was even surprised. You mean you bought a land in that place? She said yes. You mean you built a house in that place? She said yes. I said wow. She said I did not plan to live in that place, but what I'm earning from all my assets pays my rent in where I am living. Right now, this person wants to move to Ikoyi, and I'm looking at her. She was like, an apartment. I'm like, really? And she's saying it to me that my assets can pay for my rent in Ikoyi. No borrowing, not salary. Assets. The rental income she collects from all her tenants can pay her own rent in Ikoyi. She said currently where she's living, what she is making from rental income covers her rent and vacation every year. I'm telling you, it is planning. It's not a 1-year, 2-year journey. What I'm telling you is not a get quick rich syndrome. I'm not telling you this is how you can in one day make money. This is not how you can in one day overcome it. I'm telling you that you must be deliberate and disciplined over a period of time, financially building assets across multiple fields, so that you are not dying in the ring of active income. The story I'm sharing with you is a story of someone I know personally. It's not a fabu, it's not a lie. I know this person. The person has rents going into millions that cover all her expenses, and she is still young, in her 40s, but she started planning in her 20s. She said they used to laugh at her when she used to buy land, that she will go there, or she will go to Ibadan, she has land. This one, she has land. This person made 20 million naira in one transaction just this year, in about 6 months. Why? Somebody came to meet her and told her that we need money to buy, we want to renovate this house. And she and a friend invested in the house. And upon renovation, they were able to sell that house, and they made 20 million between 2 people in 6 months. You know I'm partial to real estate, right? You know I'm partial to real estate. And real estate for me covers agriculture, which is why I always talk about cashew. I'll tell you about palm oil. I am game for palm oil investments. I haven't seen one that I trust yet, but I've seen cashew, I've invested. If I see palm oil investment that I can trust, believe me, I will go there and take 10, 20 acres, straight up. Because it is extremely important for you to plan ahead. Plan ahead. Buy properties. Thank you. Ayla on Facebook just said, just the same thing. I plan for my children. One of my property will pay my rent in my rented house, and also pay my children's school fees every year. I haven't gotten to that point yet. My asset is not yet giving me returns yet, but I am patient because I know my assets will give me returns. You must plan it. So if you are watching me right now and you are thinking, oh, I want to buy my house in Victoria Island, I want to buy a land, think about your future, about your asset acquisition. My mentor is in the house. You know, think about it. You must plan ahead. You might buy a land right now and build a house, and you might not make money until the next 3 years. But if you can make out your returns in the next 5 years, it's a good investment. You might look at yourself and say, I don't have enough. Then you gather 3 or 4 friends. Like I told you, this person I know made 20 million. Well, she made 10 million from it. She would have made 20 million. She even had enough money for the house, but she wanted to share the risk. So she didn't pay for it all by herself. What are you doing with your friends if all you are doing is gisting? What's the use of having friends that you only gossip? You have friends for Ashwebi, you have friends that you will buy shoes together. Those friends that will tell you, have you seen they are doing sales on the Kiniko hair? They are doing sales on Kiniko wig. But your friends don't tell you about asset acquisition. If you are living off active income, you are going to die. You will work and work and work. We were interviewing the EFCC boss today. You know, he fainted because he's always working. That's the thing with life. If you work, you don't take time for vacation because you can't afford it. You don't plan passive income to make you afford vacation. You will work till you die. I've shared this story before. It's a good and bad story, I'll tell you. I'm being very honest. It's a good and bad story. When I started working, the moment I started working, I started saving. At the end of my first year of work, I had saved over ₦1 million. And somebody offered me to buy a land in Shimawa for about 350,000 naira. I used that money to buy tickets to travel to America. If I had bought that land at Shimawa, I trust me, it would be like 5 million naira now. It wasn't a wise decision to go and travel with that money, but I wanted to have vacation. I just looked at myself like, I've saved money. I have worked 1 full year. I want to rest. I saved the money so that I can spend, which is wrong. The truth is, you must save money to invest, and then you spend your return on your investment. Don't save money to spend. Ensure you are only spending returns on your investments. I'm telling you in all honesty, this thing I just shared with you, if you follow it to the letter, you will come back and thank me in 5 years' time. If you are saving money to spend, you are saving money for rent, you are saving money. I know it's important because if you are still paying rent, you need to put it in your budget. But you must also plan an asset that would offset your rent, assets that would offset your school fees, assets that will offset your bills. If you don't have it, you have major trouble. Major trouble. So it is important that you don't spend your savings, but you invest your savings with the goal of spending your returns. Have made that mistake. Wise people learn from other people's mistakes, not from their own. I have made the mistake. Learn from my own error. I saved money and I was spending. I'm a good person when it comes to, like, I'm an expert with savings. I'm an Ijebu girl. It is in our DNA, you know. Financial management and prudence is in the Ijebu DNA. Meet any Ijebu worldwide. I have met my people in America. I've met them in Dubai. I've met them in different corners of Nigeria, and we are all the same. It's in our DNA to be prudent. But guess what? You can be prudent and yet wasteful. Oh yeah, you can be prudent and wasteful. You will starve yourself for food. You will use the money to buy shoes. Who are you fooling? I've done it. See, everything I'm sharing with you is my own true life story. I won't eat food. I will starve myself for food. I will now use the money and buy shoes. What have I done? I have used what can be an active, I've used my active income and consumed it. Instead of converting my active income into an asset, I save money, buy shoe. Save money, buy clothes. Save money. Those are not wise things. It is important for you to save your money and invest it, not save your money. And there are multiple investments. And I'm sure many of you will hear me now and be like, oh, I bought one investment. I invested with one company. They took my money. They did not give me. I watched a video of a comedian that was doing a disclaimer video saying he was shikini money. The shikini money was 35% in a quarter. 30. What business will give you 35% in a quarter? How is 35? Any financial guru will let you know that there is scam smelling there. So somebody is going against me. I love it. You know, if you please feel free to comment, and of course feel free to share this video. If you are getting value from this video, comment I'm getting value and share this video with family and friends. Please do so. Somebody just came at me and I am ready for you. He said, Madam, in as much as I don't want to go against your theory, I think active income is not a bad idea, provided you are on the higher cadre of active and well-paid job. You can't tell someone on active income salary of 1 million naira and above as a bad idea. Hello, if you are living off active income alone, if you are not actively building assets, every human being must start earning income from active income. That's the thing. Every one of you watching me, your journey towards financial freedom starts from active income. I'm not telling you to discard it. I'm telling you to be intentional about planning your future. How many of you have seen people who in old age have no choice but to work? In old age have no choice because they had no assets. How many of you have seen people that worked in Chevron earning over 1 million naira every month and they lose their job and they become broke in less than 6 months? Are you kidding me? You need to convert your active income into passive income. Not that you stop active income, but you create intentional passive income. There are people that the day they stop, if they don't work for 3 days, there is trouble. If they don't work for a month, there's trouble. So what I'm saying is, even if they are paying you 1 million naira per month or even 5 million naira per month, if you lose your job, and I gave you clear example, that one of Chevron and Mobil, there are many of them. Once they sack them like this, in 6 months they are broke. Because they had no assets. They were living large, traveling business class, traveling first class. Children are going to expensive school, buying big cars. If you are expending what you are earning, there is crisis. Even if you earn $1 million, if you don't have passive income, you will die in that chain. You will continue to work till you die. Because you need your time to earn. That's what I'm saying. You need your time to earn. You need your time to earn. Maximum they will give you in your office is 1 month leave. If you take more than 1 month for a family emergencies, at a point in time they would reduce your salary. God forbid something happens to you. How do you pay your bills without work? Look at what is happening in Nigeria with the way Naira is crashing. How do you pay your bills if you have children abroad and you don't have assets abroad? That's the next level for me. My next level, I'm telling you, in my head, I am actively thinking and brainstorming on how I am going to start guiding people into investing in other currencies. And we are already there. We already have a website that is collating data of people interested in investing in dollars. Because guess what? My children are going to study. It's not wishful thinking. My children will go and do their university abroad. Facts. So right now, I must start building assets in dollars that will pay their college fees when they go into the university. And that is the truth that we must all realize. I can tell you, I had a conversation with someone who told me how when he went to America, and I have to share this story very well. Let me share the story calmly. She told me that when she and her husband went to America the first time, they got a big contract. You know, they worked really hard for many years. The contract paid off. They are making money, and they went to America, and they had money to buy 2 brand new cars. When they come back, they wanted to buy Prado Jeep. That was in 2007, before the economic meltdown. So they went to America in 2008, when everything was crumbled, the economy was meltdown, and they had money. So they go to America and they saw foreclosure on many houses, and they just found out how much is it to buy this house as of foreclosure, and found that it was the exact money of their car. They bought the house, and right now they have made times 3 of the money they spent on that house, yet the house is appreciated. I'm telling you that it's important to convert your active income into assets that appreciate. Asset is not car. Asset is not car. Asset is not wig. Asset is not bag. Asset is not jewelry. Asset is something that can generate income for you without you doing anything. So it is important that you build assets in multiple currencies. A millionaire in Nigeria is not a billionaire. You see many people on Instagram, billionaire that if you convert your money to dollars, you are not even, you are thousandaire. You are only a millionaire, not when you have 1 million or 5 million. You are a millionaire when you have a system that produces millions for you on a steady basis. You are not a millionaire because you have 1 million naira in your account. You are a millionaire when you have a system and structure that produces millions for you on a consistent and regular basis. So now let me answer some questions I've gotten. Somebody told me about what about low income earners? If you cannot save from 10,000, you cannot save from 100,000. Personal story. When I had 10,000 naira as salary, I saved. When I had 100,000 naira as salary, I saved. There is no month since I was 16 that I've not saved. 17. There is no month I did not save. Like there's no matter how broke or how little I earn, there is no month, even when I was doing makeup and it was an inconsistent income, there is no month I didn't save for over 15 years now. But let me tell you something. You can be saving but not investing wisely. You can be saving and wasting your money, which is why I'll tell you for a fact that even as you are saving, you must acquire knowledge, like what I'm sharing with you right now, to help you build right assets. Because while I've been saving for 15 years, I didn't start building assets until last year. I have saved all my life. I've had colo since I was like 3 years old. So I've been a saving person all my life. But did I build assets? There are people that are my age mates that have earned what I've earned, though, like cumulative. Because many of you might not think you have money. If you go through your account and check 5 years of your what they call that stuff, there's a word they use to say the total cash flow through your account. If you check 5 years, you realize that you have millions have flowed through your account. But how much have you tied into assets? I used to yimu at some of my friends that were building houses at Alagbole, Alakuko. I was like, I cannot live in those places. Me and my husband used to say now that even if they give me house for free there, I will not live there. Now, that was a stupid statement. Permit me to insult myself. Because I didn't need to live in Alagbole or Alakuko. Human beings are living there, which means I can rent out house there. I've even done the case study of houses in Alagbole, the Alagbole one, case study, and found out it is more profitable for me to put my money, 20 million naira will buy me a 4-bedroom flat then in Alagbole, and I will make more in rental income than I will make in Magodo or in Ikeja. I will make more money with less investment in those places. So many of you are saving. You are saving but not investing. You are working very hard but you are not planning passive income. Which means, and you know how bills are increasing. My friend was gisting me. My friend, every story I share with you, verified. There's no need. There's no need to be sugarcoating the stories. They are real life stories of a friend of mine who is currently paying cumulative school fees she's paying for her children in secondary school. It's about 5 million naira. 5 million naira twice every year. Twice every year. 5 million naira per child. Twice every year. And before, it was about 3 million because the school is charging in dollars. Just because of the change in dollar rates, it moved to 5 million naira. And it's not like her salary has increased by that same percentage. Many of you watching me, your salary has not changed in the past 6 months to 1 year. But you and I know, that the cost of living has increased by, that's what they call inflation. Your salary hasn't gone up, but your cost of living has gone up, averagely 30%. So active income will kill you if you are struggling to catch up with a 30% inflation in cost of living. Guess what? On some products, it's over 100%. I can tell you for gas, it's over 100%. And your cost of living has gone up for above 100%, but your active income has not gone up. You will keep on working till you die. It's a very frustrating place to be in. Too many people are having high blood pressure right now. Hence, this conversation we are having is to remind us that it might not get better economically, generally, but for you and I, we must and we will experience financial growth because we will follow universal principles. Because we will not sit down in denial, we will follow universal principles. It is impossible for you to retain the value of money without real estate. There are only two things that help you retain and appreciate money right now. It is cryptocurrency and real estate. Because I don't do cryptocurrency will not mean I will not tell you the truth. I don't do it as a business, but cryptocurrency would help you. You know, same thing with real estate. Cryptocurrency and real estate are the only two things that would help you retain the value of money. You can do small money. There are many real estate companies that allow you to buy lands, just dropping that 50,000 naira, 20,000 naira. You can start saving. What I'm saying is, before, you probably were saving and converting your money into expenses. Even at first, GT assurance then was 5,000, is it 1,000 naira per month? From 1,000 naira to 5,000 naira. I moved from 1,000 monthly. I was saving 1,000 naira monthly, then I moved to 5,000 naira monthly. You can start with whatever it is. There are many applications. I'm not an affiliate of them, but I know there's PiggyVest, there's RealVest. There are multiple applications in different banks that will directly debit you of money every month. That was what I did. I had a direct debit of 5,000 naira on my GT account. I opened a GT Assurance, which is now become Mansard. Whether you have big money or you have small money, discipline is essential for you to grow into financial freedom. And if you don't design a path towards financial freedom, you will die inside the chain of active income. Guess what? Hypertension will come. You will start using medicine. There are many of them. They will become permanent patients of doctors, and they will use medicine till kidney will fail, and many other things will happen. It is important for you to plan your lifestyle to be comfortable. Whether you earn big or you earn small, be determined to save on a regular basis. Save on a regular basis. When you finish saving, convert it. Diversify your portfolio. It's not only real estate that makes you retain your wealth. Honestly, cryptocurrency is also good, but when it comes to cryptocurrency, don't go and buy those funny coins. And don't invest money into what you don't know. Buy assets. Co-invest. You want to buy a land? Call 3 or 4 of your friends. We are doing something with Ekpe, and it's surprising, nobody has done it. Ekpe is 1.2 million naira, guys, and on that 1.2 million naira, you and your friends can gather and say everybody 1 million naira. The 12 of us will own 1 plot of land, because I have guaranteed that in 2 years' time we will sell Ekpe for 3 million naira. What that means is, this is not that somebody is promising you returns. This is, you have the land, you have the document of your land, and then in 2 years' time you can sell it and then cash out. But if you sit down now and say that I don't have enough money, I will not buy, there are many people like you. Find association of all of you that don't have enough money, create a force and invest together. Group yourself and invest together. But don't give in into excuse that you don't have enough, because you will never have enough if you keep on complaining. Expenses no dey finish. As I've gotten older, oh God, responsibilities keep increasing. It keeps increasing. You have children, you need to take care of your children. As you get older, somebody is getting married, they expect you to contribute. Somebody dies, you have to contribute. As you get older, your staff also have their own financial problem. They fall sick. Your responsibilities don't reduce. And if you are dependent on active income, it is a very, very stressful place to be in. So I want you to understand why we're doing this video, because I don't want to, we will not cry over you. Is Yoruba translated into English? Yoruba will say, you know, like, I don't want to cry over any one of you. I don't want to sorrow over any one of you. And I believe that what you don't know, you don't know. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the more you are empowered. You know, you are more empowered to do much more. So, and you know, we're a very religious society. We love to pray. Pray. But let me tell you one principle of the Bible that we tend to forget. The Bible says it's going to bless the work of our hands. You have to have something in your hand. Do you realize what is God going to bless? What you have in your hand. When the widow encountered a prophet, what did she have in her house? It was oil. Oil. What do you have in your hands? What do you have? Because if you don't have, what will God multiply? Because we pray, but we don't follow the principles. At every point in time that there was a miracle, at every point in time, there was something in the hands of everyone. Oh yeah, I saw into Kingdom and Verse. Honestly, okay, it's hot, Abby. You think it's hot? I'm sweating. You know, my staff knows we do some dangerous sewing. I do dangerous sewing, like empty account kind of sewing. But that's not the purpose of this. It's a key for blessing. But you need to have something in your hand. And it's important you have something in your hand. At every point there was a miracle. When Jesus was going to feed 5,000, what did he do? They brought 2 loaves, 2 little fishes, 5 loaves of bread. When the prophet was going to multiply the oil, I don't know if it's oil. It was small oil. Then they said, get more vessels, and then the miracle happened. When Jesus was going to turn water into wine, there had to be water to become wine. When Jesus was going to pay his taxes and he had to open the fish, there was a fish before the coin came out. What I'm sharing with you is active income is where you start from. It's important you start from something. You need to have something in your hand. Every one of us has time. We have 24 hours. Equal. Every one of us have brain. You know, for some people, they are exchanging their 24 hours for millions. Some people are exchanging their 24 hours for hundreds of thousands. Some are exchanging their 24 hours for tens of thousands. Look at where you are right now. And look at how much you are earning for your 24 hours. And decide from this moment, I want to earn more. And of course, there's a part of praying about it. I want to earn more. So, what I have in my hand, I did this analysis myself. I looked at what I had in my hand. I'm a good speaker. I'm a good teacher. What am I earning from this thing? How can I earn more? With selling real estate, I add value to people's lives through teachings, and they buy from me. Right? All of you are going to buy from me, right? You cannot learn and not buy. But I also believe that when you sow seed, you might not reap from where you sow, but you will reap what you sow. So I actively sow value into the lives of people, because I know that as long as I'm giving out value, value will keep on coming back to me. So for every one of you watching me right now, what do you have in your hands? It's important. 2 little fishes, 5 loaves of bread. A vase of oil. What do you have in your hand? Whatever, oh, it's just water. What I need is wine. But you have water in your hand. It is the water that God will turn into wine. When you pray, understand that the principles must be followed. God will bless what you have in your hands. If you don't manage what you have well, God has given every human being talents. According to the Bible, for me, I call it skills, time. Every human being has time and talents. What do you do with it? Some heed their own. Some multiplied their own. You have a responsibility to acquire the knowledge, to multiply your talent, to maximize what God has given to you. So, what do you have in your hands? I'm a good speaker. I am tall. I don't look bad. I love teaching. I have relationships. What can I do with it? I can sell. Because marketing involves engaging people. What do I want to sell? What will add value to people's lives? Real estate. Some people watching me right now need to do that analysis. I have 24 hours and I have skills. How can I convert my skills to earn more money than what I'm earning right now? Because I've seen several comments of people saying that I don't have enough money. One of those that are low income earners. There was a time that I was a low income earner. And I'm working my way actively into financial freedom. And I want to encourage every one of you joining me right now to do the same. Every one of you joining me right now, do the same. Actively work your way into financial freedom. It is within your reach. It is within your reach. I have tagged my number on both posts. I've pinned my number and my office line for those that are interested in buying assets. If you are thinking of assets, honestly, that's my department. Real estate is my department. I'm a guru. Cashew plantation, my department. I'm a guru. When it comes to building well-generating income stream, is very important. Most people only generate income through their salaries or business revenue. However, there is an entire world of passive income generation ideas which can make you rich without requiring much effort. Sounds interesting, man. Quality. Oh, thank you, Benga. If we have questions, I'll just give the next 5 minutes to take more questions from everyone who has questions. If you have questions on active income, passive income, you want to share true life, your own true life story, and I can coach you for free right now. Ask your question, tell me your salary, tell me how much you want to earn, tell me what you're looking for towards investment. I can answer your question right now. Free coaching. Throw any question at me. I'm good. I have built the knowledge and I'm willing to share with you free. But if you don't, and I have some strategic bush. While I'm waiting for your question, let me share this story with you people. I have some strategic bush locations. Strategic bush. When I say bush, I mean areas that don't look interesting now, but will appreciate. And I'll tell you for a fact that I know I carry grace when it comes to this thing. So, of course, I'm a child of God. I will not deny the place of the spiritual. I will not deny the place, because how come I bought a land, and after I bought the land, a university bought just the land beside me? How come? Like, that can only be grace. I bought a land and a university bought the land just beside me. Then we went to Beverly Park Estates in Shagamu. If you are not buying Shagamu, you are dulling yourself, because that place will explode. When we went there the first time, it was like we were in between, we were in a bush. And 2 weeks after I bought that place, another real estate company bought just beside me, massive clearing. Why? Because virtue follows grace. And I have the grace. It's not, there's no need of humility. It's not pride. It's facts. Every location I have cited and I've said, go here. You cannot go there and be lost. You cannot go there and lose. I have not pointed anybody to an investment and they lost their money, ever. So the Beverly Park Estate is before Shagamu Interchange. Beggar Yard. Before you get to Beggar Yard, before Shagamu Interchange, is where Beverly Park Estate is. And it is a massive, massive land. Massive land that is going to, there are so many industries around, and it is just 1.5. I can tell you for a fact, I'm only selling 40 plots at 1.5, and it's gone. When I said I was selling Ekpe, we said we're selling 1 million we're selling a number of plots at 1 million. And right now we are almost at our target for 1.2. The price will change. Once we finish clearing, once we start fencing, the price goes up. You know. Now, specifically for Shagamu, it it's not Shagamu actually, it's before Shagamu, but Shagamu interchange is where we used to describe it. Just before you get to Shagamu interchange, right off the express, like about 5 minutes from the Lagos-Ibadan expressway. As in, I'm telling you, I went to that place. It was like one side is industry, second side is just bush. We bought the bush because I will not tell you to do what I've not done. I bought the bush. We went into the bush, and guess what? In less than a month, another estate came into it because grace follows it. You know, so you can have site inspection. This weekend we'll be doing site inspection. We'll be visiting. If you want to visit, do a flyer for this weekend. We'll be visiting the estates. We'll be visiting 2 locations. We'll be visiting Beverly Park and Ekpe. The 2 places are on the same track. We'll go through the same routes. So we're visiting Beverly Park and Ekpe. I have experienced God's grace, so I cannot deny it. There's a part of the grace of God opening doors for you. But I also know it's important that you have something in your hand. So I always balance it. Because one of the things Christians do is we become so sentimental and religious about these things that we don't share the truth of our story. We share, oh,